March 6th, Wednesday of the third week of Lent. Mathew 5:17 to 19. Two monks were walking along a stream. One was a Dominican and the other a Franciscan. When they had to cross the stream, the Dominican asked the Franciscan if he would carry him across the swirling water, since he was wearing sandals. So the Franciscan took the Dominican on his shoulders and walked into the water. When he got to the middle of the stream, he stopped, looked up to the Dominican and asked him if he had any money on him. "Oh, $2 or $3, answered the Dominican. "Forgive me, my brother," said the Franciscan, "but my holy rule forbids me from carrying any money on my person." With that, he dropped the Dominican into the water. In today's Gospel, Jesus tells his disciples that his purpose is not to abolish the law or to criticize what the prophets proclaimed and taught. Jesus' intent is to fulfill the law. Jesus also emphasizes that keeping the commandments is essential. However, in the eyes of the Pharisees, Jesus frequently disobeyed Jewish law. They often criticized him for not following the law, at least as they believed it should be obeyed. And they did have grounds for their criticism of Jesus. He did not follow the law as the Pharisees thought it should be followed. The Pharisees lived by the letter of the law. Jesus, however, lived by a different law, the law of love. Jesus followed most of the Jewish laws and customs. However, when it came to people in need of love and compassion, Jesus lived by the law of God. Yes, all the commandments are important and necessary. For Jesus, the first two commandments are the foundation for the other 8 commandments: love of God and love of neighbor. Love should come before all else. Dear friends, we also can become legalistic as the Pharisees were. We may observe another person doing something that we may judge as not correct. Yet, who are we to judge? We don't know why the person is doing what he or she is doing. And the bottom line, it is not our place to judge. God is the one to judge. We don't like or appreciate when another judges us. Yet at times we fall into judging, perhaps before we even know it. The grace is we can pull ourselves back from our judgment if we desire to. If we practice doing this often enough, we may find that we don't jump to judgment as automatically as we once did. We will never be perfect in keeping the commandments. After all, we are human and not God. However, each day, each hour, we can strive to love others more fully and without judgment. This is all God asks of. Wishing you a good day, Father Paul, CSSR from Kerala.